it's Neigong because it's developing very specific muscle groups that are more internal. So ligaments and tendons that we don't usually access are used in the Neigong practice. We gain conscious control over the inner ligaments and muscles through Neigong training. So it basically uses a refinement of Waigong skills, so outer kung fu, and we use that to develop a connection between mind and body. There's also awareness of the meridian points and visualization, and that is what we then use for Neigong or for Taiji Chuan.
那提到太极拳呢，我待会儿会教大家一套这个太极拳24式的第一式，让大家感受一下这个太极拳所赋予我们的能量。那俗话说，内练一口气，外练筋骨肉。所以说，这个太极之功其实是这个内功，太极之形是外功。所以说，待会儿大家可以尝试来练一下，去感悟这个阴阳的平衡以及自身的能量。
So, please.
请大家起身站立。
We can do the first movement just standing right where you are.
OK， 大家可以站在自己的位子上。
So, please stand with feet 10 centimeters apart.
双脚是微微分开10厘米左右。
10 centimeters, not 10 inches. Oh, yeah. Knees are slightly bent, hips soft.
然后双膝是微弯，然后臀部是完全放松的。
Pull the belly button to the spine.
收腹。
Chin is slightly pulled in.
下颚微收。
Top of the head touches the sky.
然后头部是直立的，头冲向天空。
Feel that there are two soft white balls of light.
感觉自己的双腋下环抱着2个球，微微张开。
It's as if we're wearing a traditional jacket where the sleeves are very long.
感觉自己的双手在往下延伸。
Feel the energy slowly move to the right.
去用心来感触自身的能量和气息。
And the left foot steps out.
然后微微往下走。
Slowly move to the middle.
慢慢的身体往中间来移。
Feel the points at the center of the palm.
让自己的身体是直立，在中间这一点。
It will tickle or feel warm.
感受自身的能量。
This mind and body coming into union.
让自己的思想和身体融为一体。
And when you feel that, bring the hands up to shoulder height.
抬起自己的双手。
Slowly sink down.
慢慢往下放。
And the weight moves through the back of the knee.
到我们的双腿两侧停下。
In through the center of the foot
在
to the earth below.
放在我们的双腿两侧。这是太极拳24式的第一式。
And I'd like to do it again.
大家可以再做一次。
Yeah. Knees slightly bent, hips soft, belly button into the spine.
双膝微屈，下颚微收，小腹收起。
Chin tucked in, top of the head to the sky.
身体是直立的。
white balls of light in the armpit.
感受双腋下环抱着两个球，微微张开。
The traditional jacket with the long sleeves.
感受两个双手是往下延伸。
集中在掌心。
And when we do that, there's a feeling, and the palms naturally want to go up.
当你集中注意力的时候，你会发现双手会自然的抬起。
So for bringing the hands down, there's a point here and here. Put the mind there, and the hands want to go down.
而我们现在能量是在双手的合谷的两个位置，然后慢慢往下放。
So it's the connection between mind and body.
而这是能够精与神与身，然后身心是结合的一个锻炼方法。
In this position, you can put our thumbs along the side. There's a
可以
point.
把我们的大拇指，然后
手底的位置应该是大家的胆经上面的穴位。大家做这个姿势的时候，会增强您的平衡能力。
Yeah, so just try to feel that stability. It's as if we're a mountain. Mountain.
去尽力去感受自身的能量。
Don't forget to pull the belly button to the spine.
别忘记收腹。
That's great. Slowly stand up
慢慢
straight.
的站起身来，
Energy moves to the right.
然后身体的能量往右走，
Left leg steps in.
然后左脚与右脚并立。
We'll do it one more time.
我们可以再做一次。
Energy moves to the right.
身体的能量是往右移，
Left foot steps out.
左脚迈出，
Energy in the palm.
回归中央，举起双手。身体的整个能量是集中在手掌心的部位，慢慢往下移，然后在双腿的两侧停止，
Straight.
直立身，慢慢直立，
Back to the right.
然后能量是回到右边，
Left foot steps in.
左腿与右腿并立，
Hands like this.
然后双手合起，放在下丹田的位置下。
Put the thumbs at the belly button so that the lower dantian, like
Yeah.
4 fingers beneath, is in the middle. So the thumbs are actually on the belly button.
在距离我们肚脐眼4指之下的一个位置。
我们的拇指可以按在我们的肚脐眼上，肚脐眼在中医里叫做神阙穴。
The cosmic force, the cosmic chi gathers into that point. 4 fingers beneath the belly button, the lower dantian.
按在我们丹田的位置上，
Hands to the side.
然后放松双手，
Step forward with the left foot.
大家可以走一走，然后让身体来放松一下。
And thank you very much.
非常感谢各位，
Thank you, thank you.
非常感谢。
So I would say it's got to be according to your interest. It's like if the horse is not so strong and you put like a big bag on its back, it won't be able to run very fast. So we need to find our own pace. Like
这完全是基于自己的爱好，因为太极拳它是一个柔术，所以说不可能是一天过度的量，就是循序渐进，然后找到自己的节奏就可以了。
那在哪一个时间段练比较好？早上或者是
In the morning.
Yeah. So again, it's like, okay, so traditionally, right, like a morning would be a good time to practice, but like I have a Xingyichuan teacher, and for Xingyichuan we practice at night. But that's Xingyichuan. So then it's just, I mean, it depends a lot on your schedule. Like if you can really design your schedule, then yeah, like first thing in the morning is really good. You know, like half empty stomach.
是这样啊，刚才老师说的，刚才老师那个是说，咱们就是都要大家找到自己的节奏，这个没有一定之规，比如说有说法是说这个站桩是上午会比较好，但是形意拳呢就是在晚上练就会比较好。站桩它会快速提升人的阳气气血，所以说确实早上是一个非常好的时间段。鼓励大家练习的时候是你的应该是半饱的状态，就是也不要完全的空腹，然后这样对你的效果会比较好的。OK， 还有问题吗？
老师，我想问一下，吹那个乐器啊，有什么方法和规律？就是刚刚吴广老师出那个乐器。
是吧？
是吧？There are many ways to learn the 是吧 how to play.
Right. So we've got to use our lower dantian to breathe into it. If we blow with our chest, then we'll get dizzy. It's a totally different way of breathing because the hole is very big on top. So yeah, the best way to learn is by first like figuring out how to make a sound. I mean, it's a tricky instrument because it's very difficult just to make a sound with it. Once we find the way to make the sound, then we have to explore how to breathe from the belly. It's a breathing rather than a blowing. So like, yeah, most of it is finding the way to breathe into the flute rather than blow into the flute.
是这样，刚才吴广老师说，演奏这个尺八这个乐器的时候，其实表面上看起来你是在吹它，实际上它是用一种呼吸的一种节奏，用你的丹田气来带动它发声，而不是说用你的肺部来发声。如果我们一直就是用肺部的气息来吹奏这个乐器的话，你很快你就容易会感觉晕眩，你的这个气息就会不足。好嘞，暂时就是这些。还有其他的问题吗？
还想问一下，丹田气怎么培养，或者怎么练能好这些，对身体有好处的。练法。
How to practice self-dantian, the attitude.
Yeah, so there's like, okay, we use visualization, like it's the image that four fingers beneath the belly button, there's a point. So you can't really feel that in the beginning. So we have to imagine that it's there. And then we're just conscious that we're breathing into the belly and breathing through the nose, not through the mouth, breathing through the nose into the belly. And the third is through physical training. So it's like body, speech, mind. Mind is the visualization, speech is breathing through the nose into the belly, and then body is something that training the physical body to do the dantian breathing takes a little bit of time. You can use yoga, you can use, of course, Tai Chi, Jianzhuang. We all have to find the whatever physical technique suits us best.
非常感谢您提问。您提的这个问题其实非常重要，就是说咱们怎么样练习丹田气，怎么样培补这个元气。刚才老师说到的第一点就是我们神阙穴下四指那个位置呢，在中医里叫做关元，这个穴位就是你的下丹田的一个最重要的一个点。如果要说练习丹田气呢，实际上这里面就是2种呼吸方式，一个是肺式呼吸，一个是腹式呼吸。我们要练习腹式呼吸，其实是需要一定的时间的来练习。在这里面呢，老师刚才提到的一种方法，就是说用你的意念，你用你的意来引气，把它引进去，然后再形成这种呼吸方式，这是确实是需要一定时间的。所以说这个大家可以用瑜伽也好，用气功啊也好的这种相关的这种练习方式进行多加练习。
Yeah, so if you want to learn, I know some like sets of exercises that are really effective, and we can get into that. I mean, because there are lots of physical movements together with breath control and visualization, and it doesn't take long to open it up and get a feeling for it. So, I mean, that's something that I really trained in quite a lot in different caves, in different mountains, like in Qinghai, in Tibet. So it's something that it's like one of my main interests. I like doing it very much. So you're welcome to try these exercises and visualizations and breath training. Yeah, very good.
这个呼吸的练习呢，跟这个老师的背景有一点相关了。他就早年在青海进行修行，进行悟道，他们就有专门进行过这种呼吸式的这种练习。如果要是说方法掌握正确的话，应该也是能在短时间内能够感受到这种气息的一种运行方式。想要探索腹式呼吸的同学呢，可以跟他咨询相关的一些练习方法。那可能还有一些就是接下来怎么样进行深入的练习呢，也可以和老师沟通。因为
What's the differences and connection between yoga and Tai Chi?
So sometimes I think that the differences are very big. Sometimes I think the differences are very small. Maybe it depends what mood I'm in. I mean, it's like, because they're basically using, like, so in India they talk about nadi, prana, bindu. And in China that would be like meridian, qi, and shen, you could say, like lian jing hua qi, lian qi hua shen, lian xin hua shu. So in India they have these similar terms, and even in Tibet, like with the Mizong yoga. So they're all kind of using like this same subtle body system. They're all using that same system, but the exercise movements are different. And I mean, like from my experience with the Mizong yoga, there's some exercises in that make it really different from Indian yoga and also from Chinese Kung Fu, especially for opening up the lower dantian. So, I mean, basically they're using the same thing, but the forms are different.
非常感谢您的问题。刚才老师是这样回答的，他说，从对比上来讲，他了解过西藏的密宗瑜伽，也了解过印度的这个瑜伽，也了解过中国的这个功夫。在他来看呢，其实大家都是用不同的方式来演示或践行同一套理论。有的时候他觉得这些方式就是差距就很大，有的时候又觉得没有那么大的差距，因为他的理论都是同样的，只不过是用的方式不一样。OK。你好。
Sorry.
如果要说觉得 容易困乏，或者是说，对，那应该怎么办？
Sleepy when exercising? What's that? Sleepy when?
She feels very sleepy.
What
What kind of
sleep?
exercise?
When
Oh.
sleepy? Well, exercising
Yeah.
or every day.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, I used a combination of things like self-healing, so acupuncture and breathing, like breath training. But I also depended on other people. So it could be like a massage therapist. I can recommend this one kind of therapy called craniosacral therapy. That's an American form of healing, which is like mainstream. It's not on the fringe. It's not alternative. But they adjust the skull and adjust the sacrum, which is the base of the spine. And through adjusting those two things very lightly, it's not like chiropractor where they crack it. It's very light adjustment, and that allows the fluid inside the spine to move very nicely. And that fluid is bathing the nervous system. So the nervous system, right, is like, and so when the nervous system gets a nice warm bath, then we tend to go into a very deep, relaxed state. And out of that relaxed state, we then have new energy. So that's a technique that you might want to try. I can't really see what exactly is best for you. I mean, and there are so many things to choose from, right? So, I don't know, maybe you can, you understand the English well enough, right?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, the beginner who just get touched with Tai Chi, and then when you sit down and you practice,
Yeah.
and when breathe,
Easily to get.
I think it's a good sign. I mean, I think it's a good sign, actually. I think it's a good sign, and I think it might be like that for the first several months or even the first several years. We should be able to progress. So like we should get through the point where we want to fall asleep, or where we feel like we're just too chaotic that we can't even sit. We need to find a balance between the sleep and the chaos. So it's like, so one way is just daily practice. Like you have to do it every day. It's a kind of like commitment. Yeah, but also I wouldn't just depend on dazuo. Like I wouldn't just do sitting meditation. And I would find other people to help me. Like I would look for the massage therapist. I would look for, because sometimes we don't know exactly why it is. We just want to sleep. It could be something emotional, in which case we just need to have like good conversation with people who are close to us. It's like, from my experience, healing is a really holistic thing, and there are many different ways to get to this balance. Yeah.
大概翻译一下啊，刚才那个我们的学员和老师的对话，就是说，如果有大家有在练习的时候觉得很容易入睡，就会感觉非常困，其实也是一个比较好的现象，就是它至少不是一个很坏的现象。所以说它有2个方式，一个是你认识到它这不是一个坏的现象 ，OK， 然后再有一个方式是你可以用其他的方式去练习，你比如说你可以进行去按摩，找人和你进行共同练习这种对话，就防止这个总容易自己就是陷入就是想要非常困倦的一种状态，大概是这样。那 OK， 大家还有问题吗？如果没有的话，我们就进入下一个环节了。OK， 那好，非常感谢。